Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, so it's going to be a video in which I show all these games back here, as I said in the last video. So let's go ahead and do this. Game collection time. So, if you guys actually watch my vlog, which was, I believe, vlog number 2, I did talk about, or I did show, I should say, every single game on here. But nowadays, the collection is looking much bigger, and I'm going to go briefly through every single game, and just to show you, you know? It's really just to show you what I have here, what I've got in the past year or so, because it's been quite a long time since I started doing vlogs. So let's do this. Okay, so I have Gamecube titles, Wii titles, which go down here as well, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, only a little bit, and then a bunch of PS3. All of that, and then here's my my box for Mad Catz controllers. My iOS controller, basically. Okay, so let's do this. Let me go ahead and move this chair a bit closer over here. You can hear like a little squeaky sound, which is funny. So, this is Donkey Konga. It needs the bongos, but I only bought it because it's a first-party Nintendo game, so it's a very nice, you know, collectible. This is Donkey Konga 2, so I have both now, actually. Pretty nice, but they both need the bongos. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. This was a Final Fantasy game that was actually requested a lot for me to play, a lot more than the normal ones, because they got kind of boring, me doing the same stuff over and over again. This right here is a unique case to the Game Boy player. Yeah, I mean, the Game Boy player is what plays, as you can see, Game Boy Advance games and stuff. It's pretty nice, but I got this case just so it could actually go well with every other case on here. Next one is Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, which is actually a very, very fun game, as you already know. I did an entire Let's Play of it, 165 parts. Next one is Luigi's Mansion, which is a shorter Nintendo game, but it's still pretty fun. This one right here is Mario Toadstool Tour. That's right, Mario Golf, basically. Mario Kart Double Dash, my favorite Mario Kart game of all time, to this date. Mario Party 5, Mario Party 6, and Mario Party 7. As you can see, I'm missing Mario Party 4. Mario Parties are pretty fun games, but you have to play with other people for it to be really fun. I can't find pure enjoyment out of it if I just play the AI. Mario Power Tennis, which is a Mario Tennis game, and a baseball game here, Mario Superstar Baseball. I love this game a lot, mainly because I am a fan of baseball. Mega Man Network Transmission. This game was actually, I got it about, well yeah, December as a gift, basically. And it's, oh man, it takes a lot of, yeah. It's kind of unique, but at the same time, I don't think it's, like, I don't know if it's as good as the X series or the Mega Man series, the originals, but whatever. Here is Metroid Prime, which is a fantastic title for the GameCube. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, pretty good too. Namco Museum 50th Anniversary. Basically, it's a bunch of games from like Namco, like Pac-Man and stuff. It's a collection, and it's pretty fun. It's 14 games in one. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. In my opinion, much better than Paper Mario, a game that I Let's Played about, like, well, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. Pokemon Channel. It's I don't think it's a good game. It's like, it's a spin-off of sort. I don't even know. Like, I got it just because it's a, you know, Pokemon game, first party, but I don't know too much about it. Pokemon Colosseum, which I did an LP of. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which is actually, it's been requested for me to play, to Let's Play it, and I do want to do it, just, whenever I find some time to do it. Shadow the Hedgehog, which is part of the Sonic series. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Mega Collection, and Sonic Riders. A bunch of Sonic games here. I mean, Sonic games are, they're either loved or hated, you know, because there's a lot that are just not quality-like, but there's a bunch of people who actually heavily defend them. Soul Calibur 2, fighting game. Spyro: A Hero's Tale and Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Okay. Star Fox Adventures. Star Fox Assault. Super Mario Sunshine. That's a pretty good game, of course. And sorry, the Star Fox. I didn't talk about the Star Fox games, but yeah, they're good, of course. Super Monkey Ball. Super Monkey Ball 2. This is another like Sega series, the Monkey Ball series. That's pretty good. but I don't know. It's not for everybody. Super Smash Bros. Melee, which is a fantastic fighting game. The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, which has the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. And then The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. So that's GameCube. Now we are moving on to Wii titles. So the first one is Animal Crossing City Folk, the only Animal Crossing for the Wii, of course. It's similar to Harvest Moon, except it's less on farming, more on the town building. Donkey Kong Country Returns. Very good game. 2D platformer. Epic Mickey. Disney's Epic Mickey. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles The Crystal Bears. Basically it's a sequel to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube. Next up is Fortune Street, which works similar to Monopoly, and it has of course Mario characters and Dragon Quest, so it's a combination. Harvest Moon Animal Parade, which well, I recently bought, as you already know. I bought it and I am loving the game. I'm gonna start an LP of it very soon. Harvest Moon Magical Melody, which I already Let's Played, very fun game as well, and Tree of Tranquility. It's the least fun of these games, of these Harvest Moon games, but it's still decent, you know. I'm not a huge fan of Tree of Tranquility. Kirby's Epic Yarn, which is another 2D platformer, first party Nintendo. Mario Kart Wii, the best-selling racing game of all time. At least I don't know if it still is, it used to be. Mario Super Sluggers, the sequel to Mario Baseball for the GameCube. Metroid Other M, which is the last Metroid game to be released, and that was 2010. Oh my god, it's been such a long time. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. A great game, to say the least. Namco Museum Remix. It's another Namco Museum like the one for the GameCube over here, but this one, well, I mean, it's 14 games and all. It's a few of the same ones, but a mostly different ones, so that's pretty good. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. A great 2D platformer. Very, very great. I actually want to Let's Play this game too. I mean, Mario games have requested a lot for me to play. Rayman Raving Rabbids. Basically, it's a spin-off of the Rayman series, which a lot of people are familiar with, but the Raving Rabbids, they're not too great of games. Rune Factory Tides of Destiny. This game has been requested for me to play as well by Harvest Moon fans because it's basically Harvest Moon, but it has fighting elements to it, like RPG. Sega Superstars Tennis, basically Sega Tennis. Sonic and the Black Knight. Sonic and the Secret Rings, moving on to second row here. Sonic Colors. That's actually a great Sonic game. The other ones are decent. Sonic Unleashed, which isn't too well loved. Soul Calibur Legends. Not a good game at all. Definitely not. Super Mario Galaxy, I already Let's Play that one. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, not a very great game either. Super Paper Mario, the sequel to Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Not as great as the first two apparently, but it's still pretty good. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Again, it's a game that's not too well loved, unlike Melee and the one for the Wii U. Tales of Symphonia. Dawn of the New World. This one is a great game. I mean, it's part of the Tales series, which it gets requested a lot for me to do, but again, there's so many games that are just requested all the time, and it's hard to actually be able to fulfill them all. Spyro the Eternal Night, another Spyro game there. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Wario Land, Shake It, another 2D platformer there. Wii Fit, Wii Fit Plus, Wii Music, Wii Play Motion, Wii Sports. I'm not really, you know, I don't play these except for maybe Wii Sports and Wii Play Motion a bit. I only got them because they're part of the Wii series of collectibles, plus they're very cheap in price. The only Wii U game I have at the moment, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I had more Wii U games, but I mean honestly, I didn't even play it that much, and it was actually that my brothers and I used to just collect them all, but then eventually we just got over the Wii U and we sold a bunch except for this one because it's a fantastic game. Final Fantasy, oh yeah, PlayStation 1 games now, of course. Final Fantasy Origins, which has Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Final Fantasy Chronicles, which has Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger in 1. Final Fantasy Anthology, which has Final Fantasy 5 and 6 in 1. Final Fantasy 7 for the PS1, very iconic game. Final Fantasy 8, which is of course, well, not as well loved, sorry. And then Final Fantasy 9, which is well loved. And then Harvest Moon Back to Nature. So that's actually another great Harvest Moon game. PS2. Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X-2, Final Fantasy XI, Jesus Christ, Final Fantasy XII. So Final Fantasy X, as you guys already know, is probably my favorite game of all time. Probably. For sure my favorite Final Fantasy game ever. Harvest Moon Save the Homeland, another Harvest Moon game that I should let's play one day after Animal Parade. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Mega Man X Collection. Ratchet and Clank, another great series for the PS, or the PlayStation in general, but I was going to say PS2. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, another Ratchet and Clank game. Resident Evil 4. Sly Cooper and the Thieves' Raccoons, and Soul Calibur 3. Well then, that's all the PS2 games. PS3 now. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 2. Try and guess what's next. If you guess Assassin's Creed 3, you are correct. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed Revelations. As you can see, I don't have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Rogue, and the new ones for the PS4, of course. Next gen, like Syndicate. Battlefield 3. This is a limited edition version. Battlefield Bad Company, which I just recently bought, as you already know. Last vlog. Bioshock. Bioshock 2. Bioshock Infinite. Borderlands. Borderlands 2. And Borderlands the pre-sequel, as I already bought in the last video too. Call of Duty 3. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Let's go to the final row now. Modern Warfare 3. Call of Duty World at War. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. That's not Black Ops. I'm missing Black Ops 1. Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, and Black Ops 3. Dark Souls 2. Darksiders, by the way, I got this one in Call of Duty in the last vlog as well. Darksiders. Darksiders 2. Dead or Alive 5. Defiance. Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas. And Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. So it has all the DLC pretty much. Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster. Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13-2. Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn. God of War Ascension. God of War Origins Collection, which has Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. God of War Collection, which is God of War 1 and 2 in HD. And then God of War 3. Heavy Rain. It's a very unique game. I like it. Hyperdimension Neptunia, an LP which I started but never finished, but I do plan on finishing it one day. Hyperdimension Neptunia MK2. That's a game that I bought in the last vlog as well. Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory, the third game in that trilogy. You know, and it's not a fantastic trilogy. People don't really love it, but I like it. Not love it, but I like it. Infamous 1 and Infamous 2. Very good games. Killzone 2. Killzone 3. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix. This game has been requested, oh my god, for like 6 months now, probably even more, but I have not had any time to play this game and, like, you know, to get used to it, because I'm not going to play that game blind. It's just too big of a game. Little Big Planet. And Little Big Planet 2. Lost Planet Extreme Condition. Lost Planet 2. I'm missing Lost Planet 3. And then I have Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 1 is not released as retail for PS1, unfortunately, only for 360. Mass Effect 1 is digital only for PS3. Metal Gear Solid 4. Guns of the Patriots. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Prototype. Ragnarok Odyssey Ace, Ratchet and Clank All for One, Resident Evil 5, Soul Calibur 4, Soul Calibur 5, The Last of Us, Tomb Raider, Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and then the only PS4 game I still have retail is Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. So yeah, by the way, the Uncharted series and Last of Us have also been requested, but it's just so many games, like it's ridiculous. Because as far as games go that get requested, like, there's a lot of Harvest Moon games obviously, and then Pokemon games as well, and some Final Fantasies also recently. It's mostly the newer Final Fantasies, like people don't want to see 7 or 8 or even 9 at the moment. So that's kind of why I'm thinking of just moving on to Final Fantasy X, most likely. But because it's my favorite game ever, I want to probably do a Let's Play of that in a very special way, so I'm still planning on it. So yeah, as far as upcoming games go, for like request or whatever, I mean, first of all, I'm doing the iOS requests, which I can't show in this video because these are all retail, of course. But as far as requests go, I do want to do another Harvest Moon game, and I'm going to be doing, I'll just tell you right now, I'm going to move up here just to show you. This one, Animal Parade. Games that will be following it will most likely be Yellow Darkness, and what about down here? There was something. Final Fantasy X is going to be in a few months, probably. But it'll for sure be the HD version, you know. But aside from those, I do have a very long list of future LPs, so I would say you could recommend games, and yeah, you could. But the thing is that by this point I have so many requests that even if you recommend something, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it soon. Probably not, unless it's a game that other people have requested as well. But if it's a random game, like that nobody else has requested, it'll take a while because I have so many games, you know, and whether they're on here or I don't have them yet. Like, for example, Dark Clouds is a game that has been, you know, mentioned to me lately, but I don't have it at the moment. But, like, I don't know, it's just so many games. And it's not that there's like a huge fan base because my channel's not huge, I'm not famous on YouTube. But it's more so because every single person, every comment that I get is like a different game. Like one person says, do this game. One person says, do this game. And then this game. Like, and by this point I would have like maybe 50 requests. Like 50 games, you know? And I don't know, like I really don't know what to say. If there's so many games out there and each person's requesting one game, that technically makes one person happy. But other people would have to, you know, I guess either like it or stop watching it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but the point is that there's so many requests, and I'm going to try to fulfill as many as I can, but I can't guarantee anything, of course, unless it's huge, like, unless it's a huge request, you know, like heavily requested, and yeah. But anyway, I don't know why I keep showing these games here. I'm going to just for like a little cool thing, you know, but yeah. But there we go. I think it's a nice picture from afar. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye, everybody, and until next time.